Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carr to throw on second down.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. On play action, it's Carr. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
The Cardinals had 1-7 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On second down, it's Pollard. Always got some breathing room. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 26. 31 yards there, the first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On play action, now Carr. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Jet sweep. Carr backs it forward. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Devin Duvernay.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass. And the goal.
And it's now a 7-0 game. set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Herbert. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Carr now to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to get this up to midfield. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop you, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd and 8 coming up. Carr. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And they're using that in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Carr's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You got to find your tight end in that situation.
To throw his car. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Pollard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal.
Pollard again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Tony Pollard, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Herbert now.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Pollard going to try the right side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And down he'll go at the 25. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw is on target to Duvernay.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Play action. Now it's Carr. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. There again is Cooks, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. And he's got his target, Harris. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre and post snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's another carry for Harris. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught inside the 15.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Harris running straight ahead. A little juke. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now it's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game. that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. On 4th down, Herbert. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown.
Najee Harris from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now here's Pollard. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tony Pollard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That's recorded by Bass.
These guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. On play action, now Carr. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. John Johnson with the INT. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenny Galladay. Touchdown of the afternoon. And extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you can...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start the drive with Harris. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down and 4. Herbert. That is caught by Thielen. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town at 2nd and a country mile. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays. There he goes, right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Bass is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
They'll try the right side with Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. They'll run again with Harris. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
What a game we were treated to.